So today I'm going to teach you the parabola function. The parabola function is one of the most important and difficult topic for the whole year of Algebra 1 class. Okay, but we did some foundation before. So let's look at this. Write down this on your notebook. Write down this function on your notebook. My first requirement, I want you, okay, remember when we learned the linear function. Yes, Angela? Y equals to ax plus b, right? This point is called what? This point is called x-intercept. Yes? I remember when we learned, please answer my question, okay? Unmute yourself. We learned about linear function before. So Valeria, what's this point called?
The y-intercept.
Good job. What's this point called?
Wait, which point?
This point is what?
Oh, it's the x-intercept.
Good job. So y-intercept, x-intercept. Okay. The definition of y-intercept is make your x equals to 0. Then that y value is your y-intercept. X-intercept is make your y equals 0. Then this is your x-intercept, right? Yes?
Yes.
Now, I ask both of you, do the x-intercept for this equation, for this. Make your y equals 0 and solve it. Okay? Please, you can go ahead, use factoring or completing square, whatever you want. Solve this one. Tell me your x equals to what? So Angela, I'm going to ask you to answer this question, okay? What's your answer, Angela?
I'm still writing.
Okay. You want to use factoring, right? Yes. Did you get the answer, Angela?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your answer?
I'm not sure if it's right, but I got x equals 5/2 plus 6 squared, or 5/2 minus squared, 6 squared.
You use a completing square method, but you notice that you can do this, right? So answer is 2 or 3, correct?
Yes.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, y-intercept. Would you please go ahead, Valeria? What's the y-intercept? You are going to make your x equals 0, right?
Oh, yeah.
When x equals 0, you plug in 0, y equals how much?
Is
0, 0, so
0, 0. So y equals 6.
perfect. So you want to write down, listen, I want you both to have a good habit of writing down x-intercept and y-intercept. Those intercept is a point, so you must give the x, comma y value. So x-intercept, you cannot just write down this. You should write down parentheses 2, 0, parentheses 3, 0. That makes sense? Yes?
Yes.
Now, y-intercept, you want to write down parentheses 0, 6. That makes sense?
Yes.
Listen, for many students in middle school, they don't have a good habit of writing this. In high school, they writing down. When teacher asks y-intercept, they write 6. For the Clemens and Julius and Hawkins, you know, teacher will do what? 0. They give you no points. For here, if you write down 2 or 3, no points. You have to write down this. Okay? Can you both follow the way I teach you, please? Okay? Now, I teach both of you about completing the square. Let's do the completing the square, okay? Y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. Or previously, we use completing square to solve the equation. We do this, right? Angela, when I ask question, you please say yes, okay? If you don't understand, you say, I have a question. Can you follow my instruction, please?
Yes.
Thank you. So previously, we solved this one by completing the square. Now, we are going to do a new format called Vertex format. Use the same way as I teach you for doing the completing square. Okay? So let's do this together. Angela, let's do this. This equals, let's take care of the first two terms. We always do it. We copy down x squared. Next.
Minus 2x
Good.
times 5 over 2.
Perfect. And?
Plus 5 over 2 squared.
Parentheses.
Yeah, parentheses 5 over 2 squared. No, parentheses and squared, and then minus parentheses 5 over 2 parentheses squared.
Perfect.
Plus
next. Plus 6. All right. Now continue, Angela. You did very well. Let's do next. What do I do?
Then it's x minus 5 over 2 parentheses squared. Wait.
Yeah, this one we want to do
25.
this. Okay. Plus 6 is 24 over 4, right?
Yes.
This equals to what? Negative 1 over 4, yes?
Yeah, yes.
So we copy down this back, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just now, when I ask you to solve this guy equals to 0, you use this way, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this way do work. This way does work. So let's see, how do we solve this one? How do we solve this one? So don't be scared. Complete square method should work. You want this guy equals 0. What do you do next, Angela?
So then you would add 1/4 to both sides. So x minus 5 over 2 squared equals 1 over 4. And
yes.
then you would take out the squared, like
Mhm.
subtract the square, I guess. and then
Do the square
equals-
root first. Equals what?
Yes, equals square root of 1/4.
Square root of 1/4 is how much?
1/2.
Good. So you want to write down plus or minus 1/2. So this means x equals to 5/2 plus 1/2. Yes?
Yes.
This equals to what?
3.
Mm-hmm. Or x equals to 5/2 minus 1/2 equals to what?
2.
Yes, that's a true answer. This method should give your same answer as your factoring. Okay. Yes, different ways should go to the same destination. Okay. Now, Valerio, this is the first time you see this kind of format. We call this guy Vertex format. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yes.
now this is the first time you heard about this name. It's called Vertex format. You might wonder, what does this mean? What does this Vertex format mean? So as I said, we always like to use decimals. Okay. Decimal is a very powerful tool. Do you both have these apps in your iPad or your phone?
No.
Go to the website, go to the decimals, Google DESMOS, please.
I have it.
Okay, yeah. If you have it, you open your website, right? So let's do this. If you don't have the apps, you can just go to the, you can just Google here, and I'm going to have this web. Yes, okay. So do it on your own. Let's type in this. Let's type in y equals to x squared minus 5x plus 6. That's your first function, right? Did you both type in this in your website already?
Yes.
Good job. Next, would you please type in y equals to this? Okay, please type in this, y equals. Okay,
Wait, I have a question.
yes.
I don't really use this app, so I'm not really sure how to get the fraction part.
You use the division here. See here? 1 divided by 4.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You both type in these two functions, right?
Yes.
Good job. Did you see? You can hide this one, okay? You see here? You can show it, not show it. Yes? Wow. Why these two look identical? Yes, these two are the same. You do this one here, and you do this one here. You convert this to each other. They are identical. Their graph should look exactly the same. You see? Yes? That makes sense? If you do your completing the square, okay? If you change this one, we are going to do all. If you type in this and type in this in this decimals, if they show two different results, then that means your calculation is wrong. Look, if I do something like this, show here. That means if you get the result of plus, here it's going to show up. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, so please use these apps, okay? So Valeria, you can also download this in your phone, in your iPad, your computer, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Now let's continue with some questions. Hey, hold on, let me teach you, and let's finish one more thing. So the thing here, this point, you see these black dots. If you read it, it's 2.5, negative 0.25, yes? This point is called the vertex. It's a parabola, okay? This kind of curve is a parabola. The parabola has the lowest point. If this parabola open up, it's going to have a lowest point on here, okay? This point is called vertex. You want to draw this, please also go ahead and draw a parabola on your paper, on your notebook, and mark this point and write down vertex. Vertex. Yeah, if you finish, tell me. If you finish drawing and mark this point and write down vertex, tell me I finished, okay?
I'm finished.
Good. Now, so you look, this point is called the vertex. And from here, well, if you read this one, if you draw it, you can read it. Oh, the vertex is at 2.5, negative 0.25. But you might wonder, if I don't want to draw, how do I tell my vertex? Now let's do this together. Both pay attention to here. This is critically important. This is critically important. You want to get the vertex value. You want to make the package under the square. You want to make the package under the square. You want to make this equals to 0. So you say, I'm going to make the parenthesis equals to 0. So Valeria, x equals to what?
X equals 5/2.
5/2, which is 2.5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You use fraction or decimal, both are good. Now, when this package is 0, y equals what, Valeria?
Y equals 1/4.
Negative 1/4.
Negative 1/4. Sorry, negative 1/4.
Okay. Negative 1/4. Negative 1/4 is negative 0.25, right?
Yes.
You see here? You don't need to always get it by your graphing. You can also calculate it by yourself. You see here? You get it. Correct? Yes?
Yes.
Now, we are going to do all the other questions without graphing, but do by our hands to find out the vertex format. Are you both ready? You say yes. Okay. Now let's do the first one. Valeria, let's do this. Go ahead.
Okay, so x squared plus 2 times x times 8
Perfect.
plus 8 squared, and then parentheses, and then minus 8 squared and plus 71.
Perfect. Next.
So then it's x plus 8 and then parentheses squared.
Perfect.
And then it's plus 7, I think, yeah. Plus 7 equals 0?
Yeah. And no, don't worry about the other thing. Okay, we just leave that like this. This is a vertex format. Now vertex. How do you get the vertex? You want to make this guy to be 0. Okay, so your x.
Okay. So then it's x plus 8 equals 0. So then x equals negative 8.
Yes.
And then that means that y equals 0 minus, or 0 plus 7. So 7.
Yes. So you write down vertex negative 8, comma 7. Okay.
Okay.
Now Angela, it's your turn. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Second one. Go ahead.
So x squared parentheses x squared minus 2x times 1
Perfect.
plus 1 squared
Mm-hmm.
parentheses minus 1 squared minus 5. And then it's parentheses x minus 1 squared minus 6 equals,
Perfect.
yeah, just minus 6, and then it's x equals negative 1.
No, you want to make this guy equal 0. Okay.
X plus 1.
You always want to make this thing equal 0 first, and then you solve your x. Yes. That makes sense?
Yes.
So this package is 0. Then your y equals to how much?
Negative 6.
So your vertex is 1, comma, negative 6. Okay?
Yes.
So far makes sense? Yes? Now, Valera, let's do the next one, okay?
Negative.
Yeah, be very careful. This guy, this time the x squared has a negative in front. So you want to take,
Yeah, so you factor out negative 1, so then it becomes x squared plus 14x plus.
You don't take care of the third one. You leave the third one outside, okay?
Or, yeah.
Okay, now next.
Then it's x squared plus 2.
Negative, okay?
Or, yeah, sorry, negative x squared plus 2 times x times 7 plus, plus 7 squared, and then close parentheses, and then minus 7 squared.
Be careful.
No?
Be careful. You want to do minus 7 squared is because previously it's all positive. But here is negative, so you want to plus.
Oh, okay. So then plus 7 squared?
Does this make sense to you?
Or, yes.
Yeah. Do you have a colorful pen to mark this?
Yes.
Okay. This is the places where students all get messed up. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, and then minus 59.
Okay.
Okay. Negative, and then parentheses x plus 7
Good.
squared.
Yes.
And then it's plus, or sorry, no. Wait, yeah. Okay, minus 10, I think.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's do the vertex. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So then it's negative x plus 7. Or
Don't
no?
don't worry about the outside. Only take care of this inside. Don't worry about this. Okay.
Okay. So it's just x plus 7 equals 0. So then x equals -7.
Yes.
Um,
Now y equals what?
Okay, now y equals 10.
Mm?
Or
This thing is 0. -0 is still 0. So this equals what?
0 minus 10. Oh, -10.
Okay. And so vertex is
-7, comma, -10.
good. Thank you. Now, Angela, let's do the next one. Okay. You know, the thing I teach you is going to make you above 95 for your algebra 1, at least. Okay. Let's do this, Angela. Let's take care of the first two terms by take out 2 first. Okay.
Okay. So it's parentheses x squared plus 13x.
And then we close
Oh,
this
I mean
parenthesis.
18x, sorry.
Plus. Copy down.
170.
Yes.
Yes.
Next.
And then it's x squared
Plus.
Plus 2 x times 9.
Yes.
Plus 9 squared minus 9 squared plus 170.
Can you, well, you both check. I don't write down the next step. Would you please find out who is a guy you miss?
Does it have to be -2 times 9 squared?
Yes. Good catching. The reason previously you don't worry is because they are all 1, right? Yes.
Yes.
The reason here you have to put 2 is because this guy is 2. This match to here, this match to here. This guy, when you take it out, you want to do 2 times. Angela, does this make sense?
Yes.
Good. Let's do next step.
Then it's x plus 9. I mean,
yes.
Yeah, 9 squared. And then 332.
Yeah, so 9 squared is 81. 81 times 2 is 162. -162 plus 170 is how much?
-8.
Positive 8.
Oh, I mean positive 8, sorry.
Okay, now do the vertex. Okay, vertex. You make x plus 9 equals 0, right?
Yes.
X equals what?
X equals 9.
-9. Yes?
Oh, yes.
This x plus 9 equals 0. Y equals to how much?
Y equals to -8.
Y is -8. 0 plus +8. How come you make a -8? y equals 8, right?
Yeah.
So vertex is what?
Vertex is -9, 8.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So Valeria, let's do number 5.
Y equals so it's x squared minus 2 times x times 6. Oh, okay, yeah, plus 6 squared, and then close parentheses, minus 6 squared plus 46. So then it's x minus 6, and then parentheses squared, and then plus 10.
Vertex.
So then it's x minus 6 equals 0, so that's x equals positive 6. And then y equals 10.
Good. Vertex is 6, 10, right?
Yes.
Good. That's very good. Now, Angela, let's do number 6.
So it's x squared plus 2x times 2.
Sorry. Plus?
And then it's
I already show you answers. Just say it. Plus who?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. It's
Plus 2 squared.
Minus 2 squared.
Good. Next.
Then it's
Say it.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. It's x plus 2 squared minus 4.
Good.
And so x plus equals 0, so x equals -2, and y equals 4.
-4.
Oh, sorry, -4.
Okay. Now, Valeria, do you want to try a very hard question? Yes. It's okay. I'm going to go through with you, okay?
Okay then.
Yeah. This one is kind of like tough, okay? Let's do this together. Number 11.
731
Okay.
equals negative y minus.
Let's put y to the left first.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
So it's y plus 162x.
No. Let's put y on the left. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. You put see here. This is negative y. Yeah. And you put negative in front. So this is positive y. And you move everybody to the right. Okay.
Oh, okay. So then y equals negative 9x squared.
Perfect.
Minus 162x.
Good job.
And then minus 731.
Perfect. Next. Let's extract -9. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it's -9 and then parentheses x squared plus
Yes.
162 over 9x.
How much is that? 162 over 9 is how much?
It is 18.
Good.
So plus 18x.
Yeah. So we copy down this. Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
And then it's -9 and then x squared plus 2 times x times 9 plus 9 squared. And then close parentheses minus.
Hey?
Or no,
Really?
plus 9 times 9 squared. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes. Clap hands for yourself. This is wonderful. This is the thing I want to look. You are so good. Okay. Feel proud of yourself. This is a hard one. You get it.
Yeah. Okay. So then it's
look, number one, you not only can calculate this number quickly, but also you pay so much attention to those small details because you know this is minus, this is plus. You know this number is not 1, so you also times this, and then you do this. This is wonderful, okay? Yeah, I like this awesome work. Go ahead, next step.
okay. Hold on. Okay, so then it's -9 and then x squared.
X what square?
Oh wait, no, sorry, not x squared. X plus 9 squared.
Perfect.
No,
it's okay. Let's calculate this. 9 cubed equals how much?
Oh, 9 cubed. 729.
Perfect.
And then minus 731. So that's like -2. So minus.
Perfect. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's get the vertex, okay?
Okay. So then it's x plus 9 equals 0. So x equals -9. And then y equals -2.
Perfect. Vertex.
-9 comma -2.
Good job. That's beautiful. Good. Feel happy? Now let's do, Angela, let's do number 12, okay?
Okay.
You want to move, listen, you want to put y on one side, you want to move everything to the other side, okay? So let's first get y equals to what?
Y equals negative negative x squared plus 12x minus 40.
Next.
Okay. And then and then you would have to like take out the negative, so then it would be negative like minus parentheses x squared.
Hey, hold on.
Plus.
You want to do 2, right? It's okay.
Yes.
Let's do one more step so that we don't get confused, okay?
Okay.
Because there is a negative, so we don't want to be confused. This is the first step we write down, okay? Next, what do we do?
And then it's x squared minus 2x times 6 plus 6 squared, and then
pay attention, be very careful.
6.
Plus, yes.
And then minus 40.
Continue.
And then it's x plus 6 squared.
Really?
X
This is
minus
minus.
6 squared.
Mm-hmm.
X minus 6 squared. Minus 4.
Good. So vertex.
Equals,
X equals to what?
X equals 6.
Mm-hmm. Y equals?
And Y equals -4.
Perfect. Vertex. 6.
6 comma -4 parentheses.
Okay. Yeah. So look, there are still some other questions I want you to do by yourself. Okay. Now I'm going to teach you how to draw this one. Okay. Not always that they are going to allow you to use a decimals or graph calculator. Sometimes you need to graph by your hand. So look at this. Right, this one. This one is the vertex format. Previously, I told you that vertex, how you get it. You make this equal 0, right? Yes?
Yes.
So look, now you do it many times, you should be able to get the vertex immediately. Why? Who makes this equal 0? X equals 2, right? Yes? So
Yep.
2. This whole package is 0, so y equals -4. So you should be able to write down the vertex immediately. This guy, vertex is 2, -4. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to take turn to tell me the vertex value. This one, Valerio, what's the vertex?
What? Oh, it's 1 and then comma 4.
Perfect. Angela, what's the vertex for this one?
Negative parentheses -4 comma 3.
Perfect. Valerio.
It's -5 plus comma 2.
Perfect. Number 19.
Do I do it?
Whose turn? Angela, yes.
Oh, okay. -5 comma -3.
-5, -3. Valerio, 20.
20 -2 comma -1.
Okay. That makes sense?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Now let's see, how do we draw this graph? Okay. When you draw this graph, the first important point is the vertex. So if you get the vertex wrong by making those positive, the other negative, it's totally messed up. Vertex get it correct is the first priority. Okay. So you want to draw a point at 2, -4. Yes? Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's do, you have the vertex at this point, and then you move 1 point to the right of this vertex, okay? So your x previously is 2. Now you make it 2 plus 1, which is 3, right? Okay, so you make your x equals 3. So Valeria, when x equals 3, y equals to how much? Now plug in this 3 into here, okay?
Oh,
You can calculate on your paper.
okay. Hold on. Is it 170? No, I don't think that's right.
Look, 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 square is 1. -3 times 1 is -3. -3 minus 4 is -7.
Never mind.
It's okay. All right. So You have 3, -7. 3, -7 is here, right? Yes.
Yes.
And you notice that when we draw the vertex, when we draw those graphs, you look. If I say x equals to the vertex 5/2, you see this vertical line through the vertex is going to be an axis of symmetry, right? Yes. On your left, on your right, it's the same. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when your x go to 1 point to the right, you go to 3, y equals -7. When your x go to 1 left from 2, so 2 go to right, then it's this value. If 2 go 1 to the left, this y will be the same value because this guy is the axis of symmetry. Okay? Does that make sense? So listen, when x equals to 2, 2 minus 1, which is 1, then y will equals to the same value. You don't need to calculate. If you want to calculate, look, x equals 1, 1 minus 2 square. -1 square is +1. So this is -3 minus 4, which is -7. So you have the same point on here. That makes sense? Yes?
Yes.
If you want to calculate, you can definitely calculate. It's going to give you the same value. You just confirm my conclusion. Okay? And then you can draw this. You want to connect this 3 point. That makes sense now?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's do number 16. I already show you, so I'm going to erase this one so that when you print out this, you are able to draw it by yourself. Hey, hold on. Later I want you screen capture, then I'm going to erase so that you can print out, redo by yourself. Okay? Now, the vertex for this one is 1, 4. Here, right? Yes?
Yes.
So, Angela, when
Yes.
x is 1, 4, so you make 1 on the right. So when x equals 2, you tell me y equals how much, okay? Calculate carefully.
Okay. Um, 4 and
If you feel
sorry.
this is a little bit difficult, let's do together, okay? So this is -1/4 times 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So this is this +4. And you see here, it's a fraction, right? Okay. It's not easy to draw a fraction on this. So I don't like this point. I'm going to choose the next point. Let's do x equals to 3. So y equals to -1/4 times 3 minus 1 is 2, right?
Yes.
So this equals how much?
3.5.
-1/4 times 4. That canceled. So this is -1 plus 4 equals to 3, right?
Yes.
Yes. You both need to improve your calculation skills. Okay. So add 3 and 3. 3, 3. Both of you, do you have any question for here?
No.
No question.
No.
This is the axis of symmetry. If I have a point on here, I'm going to have another point symmetric over here. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, they are symmetric over this. So I'm able to draw it. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. If you, this kind of question, you have to do it. You have to practice until you really understand, all right? Now, both of you screen capture this. You finish? Both of you finish? Yes? I cannot hear both of you, okay? Now, let's do next one, number 17. So, Valerio, let's do this. The vertex is -4, okay? So -4, move 1 point to the right is going to be -3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so x equals -3, then y equals how much?
Is it 3 and 1/4?
So this number is not a good number because it's a fraction. So I want to move it a little bit further. Yes. The reason, the reason because this outside is 4. So if I move 1 more point, I'm going to make it. So move 1 more, x equals -2. Do this 1 more time. Y equals to what?
4.
Perfect. Because -2 plus 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, good job. That's it. So you want to draw -4 and 3. This, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and you draw the axis of symmetry. Okay? And you draw the point at -2 and 4. -2 and 4. Okay? And it's going to be symmetric. So you have a point over here also. Yes?
Yes.
And then you can just draw it, okay? All right?
Okay.
Makes sense now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's do 18. Okay. Angela, let's do 18.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. You see -5. So you want your x to be what? You move 1 to the right. Yeah.
Okay.
You can try -4, right?
Yes.
If you try -4, y equals to how much? Y equals how much?
2.25.
So this is 1/4 times 1 squared, right?
Yes.
So this is 2 and 1/4. You don't like this number, so we want to move to integer. You move 1 more to the right, which is -3, right?
Yes.
So y equals to how much?
3.
So y equals to 1/4 times 2 squared, right?
Yes.
Plus 2. Perfect. So this equals to 3. Yes?
Yes.
So now let's mark the vertex. -5 and 2 is here, right?
Yes.
And you want to draw the axis of symmetry. Yes? And the
Yes.
-3 and the +3. Right here, yes?
Yes.
Axis symmetry. So you go to this point. Yes?
Yes.
And then you can connect these points by smoothed lines. Okay, yeah. I didn't draw beautiful enough. Some people who learned sketch should draw this beautiful. Okay, that makes sense?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So this is how we draw this kind of graph. So you can screen capture this page now. Also, please. Okay. Yeah, please also screen capture this one more time. Yes. So today we learned 2 different topics. One is about how do we change this kind of format to Vertex format. This kind of format is called standard format. You want to write down this on your paper. This is called a standard format. The format like this that we converted to is called a Vertex format. Okay, so standard format conversion to Vertex format. If you want to put a topic for today's class, you can put standard format to Vertex format. Okay? Yes? You can put this as conversion between standard format to Vertex format. Yeah, you can write down this. You finish? For doing this part correctly or perfectly, you have to pay attention. When this is negative, then this is positive. When this is positive, this is negative. Yes? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And when there is a number other than 1, you have to also times that number. You cannot forget about that number. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So second topic we learn is about the vertex format graphing. Okay. So this is called the vertex format graphing. Now, this is the most important topic in Algebra 1. Okay. The thing I teach you over here is going to help you a lot for Algebra 1. Yes? Now, please also take a picture for this one. Do a screenshot for this one. And do a screenshot for this one. Yes? Oh, I'm going to erase, okay? I'm going to erase everything now.
Can you go back to the top? Oh.
Okay, so you have the screen capture. And I'm going to send you the blank one so that you can print out. But I still leave some hints there, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to send you